Alright everybody, I'm Atyrum and welcome back to LEGO Racers 2. Today's video, we are challenging the fireman to a race. Hello! Oh, hi there. I'll be right down. And we hear the toilet flushing. Well, if you gotta go, you better do it before the race. I mean, hey, if you had to make a rest stop in the middle of it and make it a bit too easy, you know. Okay, did you hear that? Did you hear that? It sounds like he says, I'm gonna catch you by the tummy. That's what his little gibberish talk sounds like. I remember that because when I was a kid, that was the funniest thing in the world to me. I'm gonna catch you by the tummy. Like, what the heck? That's just gibberish. I don't know if that's intentional, if they actually made up some actual English words to throw in there, just to throw people off. You can probably already see how much this speed boost, this power boost I got from the minigame is kind of giving me an advantage here as I pull ahead pretty quickly and then almost slide off the track there. It might help if I wanted to make this like a pro run of the game, then it might help if I did practice runs of all these races beforehand, because like I said, I haven't played this game since I was a kid. So that was back in like 2001. I probably still played it for a year or two after it came out, so it's been at least 10 years since I've played this game. I mean, of course, there's a green arrow pointing me out where I need to go, so it's not that hard to figure it out, but still, I mean, if I really wanted to go for a top skill, pro level, racing, pro type run, then I would have done practice runs, but that's not my game, that's not my style. So if you want pro runs of this game, you've come to the wrong place. Yeah, you'll be seeing no pro strats for any LEGO Kids games here. So this racetrack is actually a bit longer than the last one, but it still has 3 laps. I'm quite a way ahead of him, so unless he gets a whole lot of homing rockets in a row, there's not really a good chance of me losing here. I almost feel like I said, as a kid, I never used the power-ups, or not the power-ups, the minigame power-ups is what I'm talking about. I never used those as kids, so I don't know if they're really overpowered or something, because it almost seems like they are right here. Sounds like a homing rocket's coming. There we go. And I think we're already past the pit stop there, which would give you back my bricks, but I think I've still got plenty. Again, if you lose all your bricks, you have to start running, and I'm hoping to get to show that off at some point. I'm kind of wondering if the flames kind of show up behind you if you're running. If you still get a speed boost from the power boost from the minigame, I wonder if you still get that when you're actually on the ground running and you're not in your car. Because that'd be kind of funny. So I believe since you actually get to pick which power-up you get when you complete the minigames, you could actually just go for all power. You can like specialize in one thing. I don't know if I'll do that. I might go for kind of a general thing and go for some of everything, just to kind of show it all off into what it does. I don't know if I can really show off the grip though, because grip is something that's really... Oh, and as you can see, you can actually hit like objects in the environment if you're going fast enough and lose bricks from that. It's not just getting hit by weapons that does that. But I don't know if you can really show the grip power-up, because that's more something that's in the handling of actually playing it, and I can't really like simulate playing the game if you're not actually playing the game, if that makes any sense. All I can do is you can watch me play the game. Oh, and as you can see, I actually got a little bit of golden brick up that I don't know what the actual name for the boost is, but I got a little golden brick up there at the very top left-hand corner. If I press a key here, if I stop sliding around, it actually gives me a bit of speed boost. I do a little wheelie there. I think you get that by hitting the other players with items. So if I'm in first place all the time, I'm not really going to hit people very much. I think some of the later races you actually race against more than one racer, so it should be more interesting once we get to those races. Because right now this is pretty simple. It's against one racer, and my last lap there was a little bit slower. So this isn't like the most interesting of gameplay right here. Right now I'm just like shooting ahead and... Okay, well I say I'm shooting ahead, but I kind of did badly in that first race there. Alright, so now in the local racing championship, it's either me or the policeman, and we all know that policemen drive really fast because they have to chase all the criminals down. So he wants to meet at the police station, which is obviously not very far away because it's in the city, I believe. And we're going to race to see who's the greatest racer in Sandy Bay. I don't believe we actually introduced like the overall conflict of the game. or we may have talked about it. The posters right here where we were all talking in the first video there. But the main antagonist of the game is Rocket Racer, and that's that guy right there. And I mean, he's not really like an evil guy or anything like that. I mean, he's like a good sport, and when you win, he's like, oh, well, good job, you win. I mean, it's a kid's game. What do you expect? You don't expect some kind of evil guy trying to take over the world. I mean, I suppose you can do that in a kid's game, but I think this might be kind of geared towards even younger kids than that. And you want to kind of go, and like all the racers are all pretty friendly. There's not really any like, well, obviously there's no vulgarity or anything like that. But okay, for a second there, I thought that was another golden brick over there, but it's just a very yellow person in a very yellow life raft. Anyways, like I said, I was gonna go for that the mini game, which I believe was over here. I'm not sure. No, I think this is where the golden brick was. I think the last mini game was all the way on the other side. By the way, this is the highest graphics settings we have on this game. I can't actually set the resolution any higher than this. I don't know if people are going to comment on that, and I don't want to stretch it out or anything. I don't know if I can put sidebars on it. I'm not very good at editing or anything like that, so I'm probably just going to leave it as it is. I hope that isn't too distracting. When I'm actually playing the game, it's in full screen and everything, so I don't know why it doesn't record. I'm not just like super good with computers and recording and stuff, so I don't really know. Was it right here? Or this might have been where the golden brick was. I don't even know. All right, so it's farther along that the whirlwind thing is, or it might have been just around this corner. I don't even know. Right there, right there. All right. So let's not go in the water. So yeah, sorry about the resolution being kind of low. You'll have black bars along the sides of the video. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. I mean, I don't know what sidebars would even do for me. I mean, what information could I put in them? It's not like, I mean, if you're doing a Pokemon kind of thing, you could kind of show your team in the sidebars. But here, I mean, every information you need to know about what I'm doing is like on the screen. I don't have to give you any extra information other than what I'm talking about. So I don't know if a sidebar would really be helpful in any way, and I don't want to add stuff. I mean, obviously, I'm kind of making excuses because I don't know much about editing, so I can't really do it. But I don't know if there's really anything. I'm making excuses in a way, but I'm also trying to justify that there's no point to having sidebars. Anyway, so this is the harder version of the taxi game. I'm going to fast forward through this talk right here because it's all just tutorial stuff, and he's telling us stuff that we were told last time we played this game. Oh, actually, let's pick up that guy. He wants to go to the science labs again. So I think it's actually pretty much exactly the same as the last. Oh, we only have 4 minutes this time. That's kind of. I thought we had 5 last time. All right, so let's not go. Let's actually go on the bridge this time because let's not fall in the water. Even though that water's not very deep, that's why I thought I could go through it, but turns out that didn't work. All right, so science labs right here. That was easy, and then we got something else to pick up right over there. All right, let's back up and turn around and not fall in the water. Yeah, like I said, this game is exactly the same except it has a different time limit and a different amount of passages you have to pick up, I believe. All right, so you must go to the jump gate, and then when we get over there, there's gonna be a pirate over there we want to take to the Arctic place, the helicopter pad or whatever it is called. I don't even know. You can only carry one passenger at a time, obviously, because you only have one other seat in this taxi cab type thing. It doesn't even look like a taxi cab. It seems kind of weird because they designed all these different cars, like mail trucks and fire trucks, that actually look like what they were supposed to represent. But then this taxi cab doesn't really look like a real taxi cab, so I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, now we got the pirate guy in the city who wants to go to the Arctic place, and there's probably somebody else over there that we can get somewhere to. And they got the same dialogue and everything, so let's just skip over that and get going. I think having the power boost is helping me do this a lot faster too, so that's nice to have. I like that the boosts that you get through the minigames, they show up everywhere. It's not just in the races, you can get them in the overworld too, so that's kind of interesting to have. There's that truck over there. So all the enemies are in the exact same places too, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know if they actually like track you or they just kind of drive in circles. I would assume they just drive in circles because this game, like I said, is not very advanced. It's a kid's game. I'll keep saying that. I don't know if nope. That guy just fell off. That's kind of funny. I mean, I don't know if that's really me trying to excuse this game for not being like a super great game. I mean, I won't try and hide it. It's not a great game by any means, but I had so much fun with it as a kid, and I think it's still a fun game. I'm having fun with it right now. There's a guy up here we want to get. So I don't want to sound like I'm trying to excuse this game's failings because, wow, eyebrows. Alright, so I'm not trying to like excuse this game's failings because I'm really in love with this game. I mean, it's really just a fun kids game that I play as a kid, and I want to share it with some other people who may want to play it or may just want to watch this video series of me playing this racing game. I think this game would be fun if it had better multiplayer options, which, well, obviously it doesn't have because it's quite an old game. We didn't really have a whole lot of like online gaming at the time. And this guy's kind of running into me. That's kind of a jerk move. Alright, looks like there's somebody right over here. We got this guy in the digger truck kind of following me. Whoa, 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 whoa there, buddy. I'm in dialogue right now. I can't, I hope he doesn't push me off while I'm in dialogue. Oh, we lost the guy. Oh, so that's what happens when they hit you, is you actually lose the guy. I wish the game would actually pause while you're in dialogue, though, because you can't really do anything about that. I mean, that's kind of a cheap thing to do. Alright, so we got a whole minute left, over a minute left, so we should be able to do this pretty easily as long as nobody comes and hits me. And I don't think the AI are smart enough to climb up this mountain. I think they have paths that they kind of have to follow. Although it does look like they do get aggressive and go after you, so there's that. As you can see by the digger guy. Alright, so the stop sign right here, he wants to go to the police station. I wasn't even paying attention to the dialogue, so I was talking about stuff. And that's it. I don't think there's another minigame. I think it's just there's one level and there's another level and that's it. You don't have to actually do everyone. You don't have to deliver everyone in a certain amount of time. So that was pretty easy, I suppose. We still had almost a whole minute left, and now we get another power up. I've been sliding around a lot, so I think I'm gonna go for grip this time. As you can see, the power ups there are still grayed out, and you actually get something. I think I said like you maybe get something from the bosses, but I can confirm, I remember now, that you do get power-ups from bosses that are like even better than the ones that you get from these minigames or something like that. And those grayed out power-ups will get filled in or whatever. Alright, so we will hit continue here. And in the next video we'll take on the policeman, and I suppose after that it's time to head on to the next world. I'm gonna look up off camera if there are any more golden bricks left around here. Or I might just explore myself, I don't even know. But I think this video has gone long enough. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.